Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red version. This is part 6. Last time I finished training up my team and evolved Mascon and Aeolus, which are my Beedrill and Butterfree, to take on Brock's gym here, which I did successfully. We beat Brock, and we got ourselves the Boulder Badge, which we can see if we go into Odin here. You can see that we have the Boulder Badge. So there we go, 1 of 8 badges, done. So my team here, if you go to Pokemon, I switched it up a little bit. I've been kind of doing this stuff off screen just to kind of get ready for like the next part here. So I kind of benched Varin, Mascon, and Aeolus because they were kind of the stars of the last part. So I wanted everyone else to shine. I also got everybody else up to level 12 to kind of match where everyone else was kind of sitting. The only real important note here by getting this far is that Birdo got Quick Attack, which we've seen on Meltokio. Always lets you go first. Great attack to have. And Radgrav here got Thunder Wave. This is a special attack that causes paralysis. Paralysis is a status effect we'll go into when I use it. Thunder Shock has a chance of doing paralysis, but Thunder Wave doesn't do any damage. It's just a guaranteed way to do paralysis. So it is a useful move because it's actually like reliable if you want to cause that status effect rather than just having the chance of it happening. Well, we haven't actually explored Pewter City or like talked to anybody, so we're going to kind of start off by doing that right now. It's rumored the Clefairies came from the moon. They appeared after Moonstone fell on Mount Moon. Okay, well, we'll learn about Clefairy, I guess. If we go to this building here, this is the Pewter Museum of Science. So why don't we go on in here and let's get a child's ticket to come on in the museum and see what exhibits we can see here. So we got here, it's a fossil here, an Aerodactyl fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. That is one magnificent fossil. Wow, amazing. What incredible lore there. Alright, Kabutops fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. Okay, so there's some Pokemon there. Can we read any? Oh, these are just arrow signs. Those are posters for a second here. We have a space exhibit now. All right, let's look at the space exhibit. Moonstone? What's so special about it? July 20th, 1969, the first lunar landing. I bought a color TV to watch it. Well, probably like nobody, watching probably even knows what any of that is. Color TV? Aren't all TVs color? Meteorite that fell on Mount Moon. Moonstone? What is the Moonstone? I think it has something to do with like Volter. I want a Pikachu. It's so cute. I asked my daddy to catch me one. Yeah, a Pikachu soon, I promise. Well, we got a Pikachu. It's, Space Shuttle Columbia. Well, it's just in the game. Seems kind of tiny, but I guess it's an exhibit, right? Yeah, we have a Pikachu. It's Radgrav the Pikachu. Alright, well, that's pretty much it to the Pokemon Museum. We can't really do much more here right now. There is a little back entrance, but we can't get there yet, so instead, let's go in some buildings and talk to some folks. Nidoran, sit! Bow, bow. Alright, well. Our Pokemon's an outsider, so it's hard to handle. An outsider is a Pokemon that you get in a trade. It grows fast, but it may ignore an unskilled trainer in battle. If only we had some badges. Well, that'll be something that'll come into play later, but right now we're not gonna have any traded Pokemon, so that's fine. Did you check out the museum? Yeah. Weren't those fossils from Mount Moon amazing? Yeah, they were spectacular, man. So if we go on this Pokemart here, this is actually the first one that actually sells potions. The Viridian City one did not sell potions. How are we doing on items, by the way? I haven't really looked at this at all. We have 3 Pokeballs, we have 5 potions. Honestly, I don't really need any status healing items. I mean, I could buy some antidotes. That might not be a bad idea. We'll buy 3 antidotes. I'll also buy, I'll buy 5 more Pokeballs, just to have them, because we'll probably catch some Pokemon. And then, I think we'll buy an escape rope. This lets you escape from a cave, and it'll take you back to the last Pokemon Center you visited. That'll be coming up shortly. We haven't been to a cave yet, but it's coming up. We can also rearrange our items in here with the select button, similar to your moves. Haven't had a reason to do that, but you can. Good things can happen if you raise Pokemon diligently, even the weak ones. Wow, amazing. A shady old man got me to buy this really weird fish Pokemon. It's totally weak. Costs 500 Poke Dollars. I don't know what the money's supposed to be in this world. Pewter City, a stone gray city. Yeah, also the colors of the game change because we're playing on the Super Game Boy. That might be something if you're playing just on a regular Game Boy or even the Game Boy Player on GameCube, you wouldn't notice. So it's kind of fun. Psst. You know what I'm doing? No. I'm spraying Repel to keep Pokemon out of my garden. I want to say there's like a hidden item here. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. It feels like there is, but I think I'm also lying. Or maybe it's not. I really thought there was a hidden item here. Like a burn heal or something. Maybe not. Well, if there is, it's not important. Is that everybody? I talked to you already? I probably already talked to you, right? Yeah. This guy's like, Brock is really totally into it. Yeah, no. There is this house here. And then I gotta show you a little bit about the PC. A little bit more. Pokemon become easier to catch when they are hurt or asleep. But it's not a sure thing. Pokemon learn new techniques as they grow, but some moves must be taught by the trainer. So that's the TM moves. That's what that's saying there. And yeah, you can catch Pokemon easier if you, like, paralyze them or put them to sleep or something. Alright, so let's go to the PC here. And we're going to go to Odin's PC. This is the item management one. This was actually in our house at the beginning of the game that had a potion in it. But that's the only PC we could access there. We couldn't access someone's PC, which is our Pokemon storage system. We're going to deposit Bide, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really going to use it. So that's TM34 there. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're also going to go to Professor Oak's PC. And basically this lets you evaluate your Pokedex and how you're doing on the game. So as you catch Pokemon, your rating will go up. Alright, so 18 seen, 13 owned. Own's the important part of this. Alright, you're on the right track. Get a Flash HM from my aid. So as we actually get more Pokemon, as we catch more Pokemon, there are some of Professor Oak's aids throughout the world. And they will give us items. Depending on how many Pokemon we've caught. We're not going to be able to get that Flash HM for a while, so don't worry about it. Now we are on to, I believe, Route 3, finally. And Route 3 has our introduction to a whole bunch of trainers. So let's actually fight them. You looked at me, didn't you? Yeah, so it's a lot of new trainer types we haven't seen here yet. This is kind of like the first area of the game. Like there was Viridian Forest with the bug catchers. But we're going to see some variety here. So Lass is going to send out a Pidgey. I mean, Pidgey, I guess, is not really that huge a variety, but that's alright. Also, I got called out on the last video of this. I forgot to turn battle animations on for Brock's gym. That was my bad. I normally have them off when I've been level grinding, especially when it takes like 3 hours to do. So I try to make it, go faster. It appears that I also have forgotten to turn them back on again. So that's my bad. I also want to do something else after this battle too. So that'll be good when we go into the options menu. So just 2 Pidgeys, amazing team. And what composition, I gotta say. This last really has a huge variety going on here. So we took her down. Got some Poke Dollars. You're mean. You looked at me. Quit staring if you don't want to fight. Okay. So if we go into options here, we can turn battle animations back on. So anyway, here's battle style, shift, and set. So this is like basically our difficulty modifier for the game. Shift allows us to change Pokemon between opponents. So like when you're fighting a trainer and you knock out a Pokemon, it'll let you know like who they're gonna send in next, and you can switch out. Set doesn't do any of that. You just are stuck with whatever Pokemon that you have in, and it makes it a little more challenging. It's more to the rules of if you were playing against a real person, like through link cable battling or on Pokemon Stadium, and I'm pretty much going to stay with that the entire time to make it a little more interesting. Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest. It just ups the difficulty a little bit to make it slightly challenging. It'll still not be like the hardest thing. But, yeah. Also, apparently this bug catcher met us in Viridian Forest. I guess because they don't have names, like, I guess there's no way to really tell if this truly was a trainer from there. But I guess it is. Even though if we were to go back to Viridian Forest, I'm sure all the trainers would be in their exact same spot. That would be pretty cool if they changed, but it's not going to. So, but you know, it's Caterpie, so it's not really too difficult to deal with. And see, look, we didn't get an option to switch out. They just sent out Weedle. That was it. So that's how set works. There's no options. We don't know what it's sending out. We don't know what they're sending out, and we don't get an option to switch out our Pokemon instead. So, like I said, it makes it a little more challenging, you know, slightly more challenging. Just to kind of up the difficulty, just a tad, just a smidge. So, I'm going to try to get Meltokio here to level 13. I'm hoping to not have to use a potion. String Shot's good, because Quick Attack we're going to go first. No matter how much Caterpie lowers our speed, unless it uses Quick Attack, which it cannot know, we will go first. That's why Quick Attack is just so good. Also, it's, you know, got 100% accuracy and does more damage than Tackle. So, you know, it's good. It's a really good move. Meltokio actually learns a really good move, I believe next level. You beat me again! Yeah, we did. There are other kinds of Pokemon than those found in the forest, yeah, but you didn't use any of them. So, I guess we'll keep using Rattata until it faints. Oh, I like shorts! They're comfy and easy to wear. This guy's a big meme. Because I guess you have to fight this trainer. You can't really avoid him. He's on the path. And I believe this is the first youngster battle. Yeah, we fought bug catchers, but this is the first youngster with Rattata. He really likes his shorts, I guess. I don't know why this is such a big meme. I guess it's because it's the first youngster. I don't know. It is pretty funny. You know what? Fair. I respect it. Youngsters usually have a lot of, like, you know, Rattatas and Pidgeys and stuff like that. A lot of early game Pokemon. There might be like a Nidoran in there. So let's send in Captain Bell. I guess Meltokio fainted. So that's fine. We got, you know, we got a bunch more Pokemon. There's actually some Pokemon to catch on. Ooh, Ekans. Ekans is actually a red version exclusive Pokemon, so we can actually catch Ekans. And it is purely exclusive to red, in that you can't catch it in blue version or in yellow version. It is only in red version. And is it any good? Well, it's alright. It's a poison type. We've seen lots of poison types so far. If you've seen the anime, you know that Jessie uses an Ekans. So, are you storing your Pokemon on PC? Each box can hold 20 Pokemon. We are. We don't have nearly that much yet. Are you a trainer? Let's fight. Look, they just all want a piece. So yeah, we can just kind of fight everybody here. This will probably be the majority of today's video, because there's a lot of trainers here, and this is a good early way to get some experience for some other members of our team that aren't, you know, the ones we use in Brock's gym. And honestly, moving forward now, I don't have to worry too much about doing level grinding, like, during a part, like, where I have to, like, kind of off-screen and come back, because I can kind of just have my team however I want it. I kind of had to make a special case for Brock, because I really needed Butterfree. But moving forward, I can kind of just have, like, a different team at the beginning of every video, and I can just kind of level up everybody else as I need to. Like I said, I'm going to try and use most of the Pokemon in the game. I could, I guess, bench some, which means, like, don't use them ever again. I mean, realistically, Aeolus the Butterfree, probably the best it's going to do is during Brock. I mean, not to say that I couldn't use it later, but Butterfree and Beedrill definitely drop off. If I had new Pokemon, I would have won. So, you know, they don't keep up with some of the other Pokemon. If a Pokemon box on the PC gets full, just switch to another box. But it also is kind of fun just to use all the Pokemon too. I think it's fun. Hey, you're not wearing shorts, man. These youngsters, they just love shorts. I guess they think we're a youngster too, which I guess our character is. I mean, I'm not, but they are. Oh man, this is a level 14 Spearow. Let's use Growl on it. That sounds like a good idea. It's got too much attack. So, you know what would be really good against this Spearow, this flying type, would be an electric type. So why don't we send out Rad Grav here for some type advantage. Electric type resists flying type moves, so Spearow's Peck will actually do less damage to Radgrav. And Thundershock will do increased damage because flying is weak to electric. So look at that damage. Like, it's 2 levels higher than us, but whatever. And Growl does absolutely nothing to Radgrav, because even though it lowers Radgrav's attack, Thundershock is based off special. So this AI, this trainer, they got nothing with this Spearow. They saw this Pikachu and they're like, uh-oh. Not much I can really do here. Maybe not Growl. Lost. I always wear shorts, even in winter. Well, good thing in this game, it will always not be winter. It will always be nice and warm. So, you got it made. You're, sitting good. That look you gave me, it's so intriguing. I believe this is another lass. I think this is kind of all the trainer types here. Bug catchers, youngsters, and lasses. So there's a Rattata. Lass is basically like the equivalent of the youngster, like female. And then bug catcher, I think that's just kind of, but they're bug catchers. I don't think there's an equivalent to, they're just bug catchers. But yeah, lasses, they have pretty similar Pokemon. But they do have some different ones. There's Nidoran male, so, you know, we have one of these. Why don't we swap out for, let's put Ash in. Let's put our starter in. You know, Ash deserves some spotlight. Didn't really get a chance to shine at all during, oh, that's really gonna hurt. Didn't really get a chance to shine during the Brock battle because, you know, not really good against rock types, the fire type here. But, you know, we'll have to worry about that now. That's what's good about... Oh, we inflicted the burn status. This is a pretty rare status effect because no moves in this generation purely inflict burn, but fire-type moves will. And burn is like poison, except it's like super poison because not only does it inflict damage, but it also reduces the attack, I want to say. I want to say speed too, but I think it's just attack. It also reduces the attack of the Pokemon's inflicted with it, so... Yeah, pretty rare status effect. Doesn't happen too often. Oh, and Captain Bell got to level 14. That's pretty dang good. Be nice. Nah. Avoid fights by not letting people see you. That's... Hey, you know, that's some good advice right there, you know. Some... I mean, what else can you say there, really? I mean, that is true. Alright, I moved Radgrav to the front just because Captain Bell is getting kind of weak. You can fight my new Pokemon. Alright, let's fight this new Pokemon that this youngster has and the bug catcher has. Alright, what you got? You got a Caterpie. Alright, let's test out Thunder Wave. Let's show this off here. This is a good time to use this. So here's Thunder Wave. It's gonna paralyze Caterpie. And so what this does two things. One, this like super lowers the enemy's speed. If you paralyze something, I'm pretty sure you'll like always go before them. Unless your Pokemon's like really slow, I think. But here's the other thing. There's a 1 in 3 chance where the Pokemon that's paralyzed will just be fully paralyzed and they will just miss their turn. Which is like brutal. So there's like the kind of luck aspect to paralyze. You definitely want to inflict paralyze to like lower the speed of the defending Pokemon. That's like the main reason you're using that. But you know, you can get lucky and also just have them miss their turns too. That's a really dangerous status effect when combined with the confusion status, which we can inflict with our confusion attack that Aeolus has, but we haven't seen it yet, so I'm not really gonna go into it. But yeah, paralyze and confusion can be pretty deadly, so we'll see that later. Done like dinner. Trained Pokemon are stronger than the wild ones. So what that kind of implies is, as you do level up, as you fight other Pokemon... Eek, did you touch me? No, what are you talking about? You looked at us. We walked in front of you. What the wild Pokemon are weaker than trained ones implies... Oh, here's Jigglypuff. This is a new Pokemon. We haven't seen this yet, by the way. I'm going to get to this statement in a second here. Level 14. This is a pretty high-level Jigglypuff. Oh, wow. I'm just going to use Disable on us. Disable Thunder Wave. I was about to use Thunder Wave, but I guess we won't do that. Jigglypuff is a normal type Pokemon. We saw one of these actually in the Pokemon Center in Pewter City. Disable can randomly disable one of our moves, which it did, by the way. And in later games, it disables like the last move you use, but in this one, it's just random what it disables. It also knows Pound, which is just kind of like Tackle, but I think also slightly stronger. And here's Sing, which is like Jigglypuff's signature attack, which puts us to sleep. And what sleep does is it prevents us from doing anything. It is a brutal status effect. It's like one of the worst ones in the game, so we're gonna have to switch out here to... Let's go Birdo. Hopefully we don't get put to sleep again, so we can quick attack and beat Jigglypuff here. Man, that's rough. Sing only has like a 55% accuracy too, so this is really unfortunate that this keeps happening, and there's not really anything I can do about it. And in this generation of Pokemon, in Gen 1... Oh wow, quick attack disabled, of course. When you wake up from sleep, that's kind of it. You just wake up. In later games of Pokemon, you get to like attack right away, but in this one you don't. Sleep is really like nasty. The fact that we're still asleep is unbelievable, by the way. I feel like whenever I put my opponent's Pokemon to sleep, they wake up in like 3 seconds. So the fact, oh right, it's disabled. Actually, Birdo's faster, right? Yeah, it feels like they wake up from sleep right away. I think it can range from anywhere from like 1 turn to like 8 turns or something. I don't know. It's an insane range. We got really unlucky though. That's it. Alright. Route 4 is at the foot of Mount Moon. So yeah, if we go into this grass here, we can actually catch Jigglypuff. I'm going to ignore that for the time being. We will come back to catch Jigglypuff, but I'm not going to worry about it at the current moment here. Phew, better take a rest. Groan. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Cerulean, I guess that's the next place we're going. Route 3, Mount Moon ahead. So, I think we're on Route 4 now, I think is what it said. Yeah, so... Technically, this is Route 4. It's like around Mount Moon. It's kind of weird. Route 3 was kind of to the south there. So, I don't know exactly how that works. Ouch, I tripped over a rocky Pokemon, Geodude. Hey, we fought Geodude. That's what Brock had. Mount Moon, tunnel entrance. Alright, let's go into Pokemon. So this is, I guess I should say this. This isn't even a town, but there's just a Pokemon Center just on the map. There are a couple of these in the game. It's kind of fun. If you have too many Pokemon, you should store them via PC. I have 6 Pokeballs set in my belt. At most, you can carry 6 Pokemon. Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Team Rocket is always in the news. Alright. We're going to end it here. There's another NPC to talk to. We're going to talk to them next time. We're also going to catch Jigglypuff in the next part as well. But this is a really great spot to leave off. Because we made our way through Route 3. Mount Moon is next. So we're going to catch a ton of new Pokemon in the next part. So thank you so much for watching. Let's Play Pokemon Red. I've been OdinSpack 33. And I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care, and goodbye.